Hi everyone. This is what happened to me when I got government housing part 29. And I'm getting really sick of telling my story because I have to keep revisiting everything. And that's pretty hard. But it really meant a lot to me to tell my story. So I'm going to keep going. Um, as you can see, this is the document that I'm dealing with. This is all the evidence that I'm going to tell you about. And I want to get through this as quickly as possible for your benefit and for mine. I keep coming up with ideas to make it faster, but then I remember that this is my story and I can't rush it because I want you all to know the truth about what happened to me. So now we're up to the 23rd of the 7th, 2016. And on this day, I suffered dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. I spent the day in bed and I didn't know what was causing my illness, but I could smell some horrible smells coming through the vents in my walls. It smelled like a combination of car exhaust fumes and rotten eggs mixed together, but much stronger than that. I believe those smells were coming from the respondents' unit. Then on the 25th of the 7th, 2016, my daughter told me that she felt sick. So I rang the local doctor to make an appointment, and the receptionist told me that they were away. And I don't remember if I was able to get hold of a doctor. On the 26th of the 7th, 2016, I posted all of the evidence that I had to the respondent's lawyer because I had been ordered to do so at the directions hearing for the intervention order. But they didn't provide me with any evidence. That is, the respondent's lawyer didn't provide me with any evidence. And I didn't know that I had to ask for the evidence to be sent to me. And the judge at the hearing didn't ask me if I needed evidence from the respondent's lawyer provided to me, although they ordered that I provide evidence to the other side. So this judge knew that I would be disadvantaged at the final hearing for my order against the respondent. And this is a point that I think should change. When I went through the justice system, as I've mentioned before, I feel like there was a lot of really unfair things. The way I was treated was unfair, but the assumption is that the judges were not obliged to do the things that I'm saying that they didn't do. So clearly, I think that should be changed. And I think they should be obliged to assist self-represented applicants to get hold of evidence and everything else that they need. If people are going to go into court and have to represent themselves against an aggressive lawyer, like the respondent's lawyer, then the judge at the directions hearing should make an order that both parties provide all evidence to each other. I don't think it's ethical for a judge to just accept the ignorance of the self-represented applicant and not assist them to go through the court process fairly. And now that I look back at it, it looks like I was being set up for failure. So on the 30th of the 7th, 2016, I went to the shop and bought myself a clothes horse, which was another expense that I didn't want to spend because, of course, I was just a pensioner and I needed all the money that I had to look after myself and to look after my daughter. But I bought the clothes horse because I wanted to dry my clothes inside rather than putting them on the line. And I kept the receipt for this purchase and I submitted it to my compensation hearing because I felt that I could prove that I made that purchase as a result of the respondent's actions. And that if the respondent had not dumped buckets of water on me, I would have been free to use my washing line when I wanted to, and I wouldn't have needed to make that purchase. But as we know, I didn't end up getting compensation anyway. Also on that day, the respondent rode past me again on his bike and verbally abused me, and That sort of behavior was becoming really frequent. I felt uncomfortable going out because he would just turn up out of nowhere and impose himself on me and verbally abuse me as he went past.